I want to show you how to use Google Classroom to create a template or a master class that can help you and your co-teachers or your PLC to prepare more collaboratively and efficiently so that you're not repeating the same process over and over again. First, we'll start by looking at an example of a template or master class. This is the financial literacy template class that Jess created to organize her resources for financial literacy. So if you look on the Classroom tab, you will see that all of the content for the course is here. So all the resources and materials, the assignments relating to insurance and investments, the EverFi website, and Bonsai game, and then all the lessons that are included in the course. But the main thing that you'll notice about this class is when you click on people, there are no students. She has shared the class with her long-term subs. She's a singleton, so nobody else is teaching this class, so she doesn't really have a PLC or a course-alike teachers to share it with. But if she did, you would add all of them here, and they could all collaborate on the creation of this template class. You're never going to add or invite students to join your template class. This is just for organizing and preparing the instructional materials in advance and copying, using it as a repository, and then copying it into your live or active classes. Now that you've seen an example of a template class and then have some idea of why you might want one and why it would be useful, how do you go about creating one? There's a couple of options. You can start from scratch by creating a new class by clicking the plus and creating the class. Then when you start to build it, start to add in the assignments and the assessments and the materials and the questions, you'll want to share that work with your PLC or your co-teachers or whoever you're collaborating with. So you want to add in the teachers only into that template class. The students will not be invited to join that class. So that's if you're going to start from scratch. An easier way might be to take your class that you've taught already and you have some of the materials and assignments already in there. Take that class and create a copy of it. So you click on the three-dot menu and then copy. This will take a second to copy it. So this is our demo class template. We're going to edit it and make it the template class instead of starting from scratch. So here we go. I've done this a few times, so I have a few demo class templates. But you will see once we get the class created that it has all the assignments that were already in there, all the materials, assessments, all of that will be in there, and it will just, this is the one I created earlier. So the coursework is here, but all of the assignments or assessments, everything is published as a draft. So this is my template class. So I want to go over to the people, and I'm going to add in anybody that as a teacher that I might teach this class with, or that might be my co-teacher or someone I'm working with. So Beth and I are going to create this class from the sort of the skeleton that's already here from the work that we did this summer. So, this semester. So this is not starting from scratch. There's things that if you decided you don't want to use anymore, you can always come over to the assignment and delete it. And then you can add in any new assignments or assessments or any instructional materials that you need to add in. Now that you have your template class created and all the materials for the course are in there, and it's this whole complete repository of everything you need for the class. How do you use it? You have a couple of options for that as well. One would be to create your classes for the new term or the new school year like you normally would. So let's create our new class. This is going to be demo class 2021, and it's period 1. Okay, so here's my new class at the beginning of the year. This is the class that I'm going to invite students to join. I'll give them the join code, and they will join this class right here. I will add the students into here. But as you can see, it is empty. We have no classwork. So I'm going to copy the posts as we go along. I'm going to reuse a post, and I'm going to reuse posts from my demo class, my demo class template, which is right here. And I'm going to start up right off with vocabulary for week 1. I'm going to reuse that, and then I can make any changes I need to make to that assignment and go ahead and publish it if I need to change anything or change the number of points or et cetera, et cetera. I can change it, and then I would go ahead and assign it in my new class. That's one way. I think an easier way is to go to your classes and make a copy of this template for each class, each section of the class that you're going to teach this semester or this school year. So this is demo class. This is the first copy. It's not going to be the template class anymore. This is demo class 2021, and this is section period 2. So this will make a copy of the class, and all the assignments and all the things that you put in your template class, either working independently or working with your PLC, will be in there and saved as drafts. So you just would have to go along and publish them as you want them to be available to your students. So as you can see, this is now going to be my second period class. Still has no people. I would have to invite the students to it, but all the coursework, all the classwork, questions, assessments, everything is in there as a draft, and you would just have to use those and publish them as you go along through the semester. That is another way you can use that template class. And then you just want to remember that as you are changing things through the year or coming up with new ideas or new lessons, you and your PLC or your co-teachers would want to make those changes and additions to your template class. So that's your repository. That's the one you're continuously improving and perfecting, and not each of the individual periods or sections through the year. So make your changes to your template class, and then it's a repository of everything you need each time you teach that class.